Hi Deb, this is cabin number 12. This is our newest addition to the resort. We built this one 5 or 6 years ago, and it was a private cottage that we were able to purchase. We were able to sell that cottage after a number of years and start over. So we built right from the footings up and put this one in. Let me show you inside.
Well, you know, when I think about staying at a resort in a cabin, I certainly don't think about something this large and this new. You think of rustic and small, but this is amazing.
Well, come on in.
Okay, it takes my breath away. I just gotta say this. Totally takes my breath away.
Excuse us because it's September and you caught us on a day when we're still cleaning, but I'll tell you about the cabin a little bit. It's something that Connie designed on a paper napkin sitting at a restaurant in Spicer one night a few years back. And we worked with a draftsman from over at Atwater and then hired the contractors, and we were always the general contractors. We decided that we were going to overbuild this one a little bit because if something would happen to either one of us, the way the resort is plotted out, we could retire or live down here or just keep a cabin or two for our favorite guests. And so this could become a year-round home. It's actually designed as a year-round home. It has a furnace and in-house or full house air conditioning. Some of the unique features that we think are fun. When we were building, we had a couple of Sunberg contractors helping us, Sunberg carpenters. And one afternoon, as we got it all framed up and had the outside walls in, not even a second floor, one of them looked up and they said, you know, this is a big space. If you wanted to, you could put some stained glass in it and call it a church and make it tax deductible. So if you look, it's probably the only cabin around that has stained glass up in the bathroom on the second story, because Connie heard that comment as she was serving coffee. She remembered that in the attic of our house, there was a stained glass window that looked terrible. I bought it at an auction. I bid against Chuck DeCathalino, and it had a big dark colored frame on it. I had no idea where it came from, but it sat in the attic of our house for about 15 years, and we took it up to Thermotech, the company that makes all of the windows up by St. Cloud, and it happened that the owner of the company had a friend that owned a stained glass studio, and they encapsulated, first they reglazed the whole thing and then encapsulated into the Thermotech frame and everything, and so it's kind of fun to point that out to people.
This is phenomenal. The thing is, if I came to rent this, you would check me in, but I would never check out.
We hear that a lot. Let's go upstairs and we'll point out a couple of things. It's really kind of fun because as we were building it, we framed it in and had the outside walls up, and then we called Joachim Speldrich, our tree trimmer from up by Paynesville, and Joe came down and he actually trimmed the trees in front just far enough so that we could finish doing the cabin. So it feels like you're kind of in a tree house here as you're watching out to the lake. And then if you go into the master bedroom, we can go one step further and you can wake up in your king-size bed. And we probably wouldn't even have the drapes drawn if we were living here. But you can have your morning coffee or listen to the loons as you're on your deck off of your bedroom.
Oh, wow. This is amazing. So, what time can I check in?
We have them ready by 4.
Okay. That view is fantastic.
And again, straight west, so if you go to bed early, you can lay here and watch the sunset. The fun thing here too is that there's a matching deck on the east side, so that if you decided, or if it was a windy day and didn't want to go out on the beach side, you could come over here, again with a view that will never change because it's a wetland that can't be developed. And so there's a beautiful view off to the east to enjoy the morning coffee.
You know, you just really can't even put a price tag on something like this. It is rare to have a fantastic view from both sides of the house.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Well, we've shown you the newest. Let's go back up and see the oldest one of the original cabins, because part of being at Dickerson's is we're preserving some of the past. And the first 4 cabins that we have were built in 1923 or 24 and first rented in the year 1924.
Now, is it true that you guys still do homemade donuts for people Sunday mornings?
Well, I wish that Connie was here to answer that question, but yes, I married Connie right out of the bakery in New London. The bakery is long since gone, and I got the best deal because she makes the most fantastic crusted, nice donuts every Sunday morning and serves them to all of our guests.
Another reason I'll be back.
Well, and if you haven't heard, we also are the biggest customer of Jake's Pizza, now owned by Benji Olson, and we serve all you can eat Jake's Pizza every Monday night all summer long.